Hi y'all, it's me, Miss Kree. I'm back again today with another video. Well, today I kind of have like a rant, but we'll get into that. But we're here. So let's say grace before we eat. God, thank you for this food we're about to receive. Bless the hands that prepared it and the bodies that will consume it. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right, so I have some wings and fries from the Carryout. But yeah. So let's get into. Oh, and I have some extra mumbo sauce, and I have an egg roll, but I don't think I'm gonna eat the egg roll. So, anywho, let's just get into it. And this is just extra mumbo sauce. I didn't even tell you what I have. I have wings and chicken wings and fries. Mumbo sauce on the chicken and on the fries. I'm gonna show y'all in a second after I finish putting. This is just the extra mumbo sauce from the Carryout. I have the store-bought mumbo sauce in the refrigerator. But let me show y'all. Oh, it's dripping. Oh, the condensation. Oh, jeez. I don't get it. So, there we go. All right. So, and I have glass and I have some Pepsi. All right, y'all. So, might as well get into this rant. All right, so, just in case y'all like to hear the soda fill up and the fizz. I guess y'all can hear it. I don't know. We're going to see. But anywho. So, today is Saturday. So, we went to, okay, so my sister's birthday is in the middle of next week. So, she wanted us to come down so we could just go to a little restaurant that's like between her job and where she live at. So she said, okay, well, let's just go to Applebee's in Largo, Maryland. So I said, okay, that's fine. But the past couple times I went to Applebee's in Largo, the wait staff, I don't know what it is, but like for example, this one guy waited on us previously. Well, it was me and my mom that went. But in my opinion, if you're going to be a waiter or waitress, you need to be groomed, right? You're dealing with the public, you're dealing with people's food. So our waiter, first of all, you didn't have no belt. My thing is, I can't tell you how to dress, but if you got to keep pulling your pants up while you walking, sir, you need a belt. Secondly, again, with grooming, you can't, like your face, it looked like you was in badly in need of a haircut or a shape up, but it's like your face was so overgrown. And I mean, I'm not a man, but you can take some scissors and trim your mustache. I mean, and like pick if okay, you got a beard, cool. Pick it out. You know, pick your hair. Make yourself presentable for work, especially because you're dealing with the public one and you're dealing with people food. You bringing people food to their table. You know, you're not cooking it, but you still have to handle their food. But that was the previous time we went. This time, we come in the door. You party at 6. Okay. So they sit us on, if you come through the front door, they sit us on the right side. Because that's the bigger area. The right side of the building. Right, if we're sitting here, the little Carryout section where you can pick your food up to go is right here. Then behind that is the bathrooms. So we're sitting right there in, like I said, the area where they just slide the tables together. Okay, fine. No problem. So as we are, you know, sitting down, catching up, ordering appetizers, we all say, what is that smell? So we assume, and again, we assume somebody was in the bathroom taking a poop. I'm like, oh, somebody must, you know, they had the bubble guts or something, because they in there tearing that bathroom up. So that's fine. Don't got nothing to do with us. So we sitting, you know, the appetizers done came. So we still smell the smell. I'm like, what is that smell? Oh, let's pause. Rewind. When we sat down, before we ordered the appetizers, they said the fryer is broke. So we like, okay, well, how is that supposed to work? So she was like, you can order everything on the menu that don't have to be fried. It's all right now. So usually when I go, I'll get like the trio appetizers, like the Southwest egg rolls, the boneless buffalo wings, and like, I don't know, onion rings or the little potato things or something like that. I just get 3 different things, wonton tacos or something like that. So I'm like, oh, the fryer don't work. And I was like, oh, here we go. So now fast forward, we done got our appetizers. We placed our orders for the entrees. So again, the smell is still there. So waitress come back. And I'm like, y'all need to go check on somebody in that bathroom. They've been in there for a while. And just think, I mean, it's coming straight towards us once it passed, you know, the little Carryout part. And she said, nah, chill out now. So she said, oh no, Hannah, come here. She said, oh no, it's not nobody in the bathroom. It's the sewer. So I said, well, what do you mean it's the sewer? She said, no, the smell is coming out, you know, from the sewer, from the pipes. And I was like, what? And I was like, well, y'all don't think y'all wanted to close down, call a plumber or something? Because y'all are a restaurant serving people and sitting people in this area. And y'all got plumbing issues. Nobody want to smell shit while they eating. Sorry. Poop while they eating. Nobody want to smell that. So she was like, I understand, but it's nothing we could do about that. But it is. Don't sit people in this area. I would have rather you said, listen, where we usually sit our groups of 5 or more, you know, it's right there in this area. We currently having a plumbing issue. You know, at least give us the option to sit there. Say, look, we can sit you over here. Y'all won't be sitting at the same table together, but you'll be in the same section. We would have been fine with that. Instead of having to smell poop the whole time we there. And we thinking somebody is sick in the bathroom. And the whole time there's not nobody in the bathroom. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, look. So at this point, we like, look, it's been too long. The food still ain't got out here yet. Tell them put it in the box. Because we just take it to go. Because we just can't sit here no more and smell poop, sewer, however you wanna categorize it. We can't just sit here and keep smelling it. Because this is a mess. So we asked for the manager. So the manager does come out. But you already come out defensive. You got an attitude. It's not our fault your fries don't work. They don't have nothing to do with us. So, we feel like, at this point, we should be compensated for having to, for one, y'all sitting us in this area and y'all knew what was going on with that bathroom. Two, and the manager gonna say, oh, but I don't smell anything. What? You don't smell it because you've been sitting here used to smelling it for however long y'all been having this issue. I don't know how long y'all been having this issue. But for you to come off with, oh, I don't smell it, it's not my problem that you don't smell it. You know y'all got an issue. And she says, well, we know we have a issue with the bathroom, but it's nothing we could do about that. And I'm like, we're not saying that you're a plumber, but one, y'all set us in this area. We gotta sit here and smell this poop. Y'all taking a long time to bring the food out. Y'all don't even have no fryer at work. I don't understand why do you have an attitude? I feel like we should be the one with the attitude. But you come off defensive as soon as you come out to the table. Like you had an attitude that you had to come to the table. So, my husband kind of tends to be the calmer of the two. So, I just let him talk to her. So, my mother was like, yeah, you know, why would y'all sit us over here? You know, with this issue that y'all got going on. Y'all should have just set us somewhere else. We would have been fine with that. She still didn't say, okay, let's move y'all table. Let me switch y'all to the other side. It's nothing I could do about that. You know. So my husband like, well, can we at least be compensated for having to sit here and be subjected to this? Because this is not okay. So you want me to give you credit? It wasn't nothing wrong with your food. I said, well, besides the fact that y'all fry don't work, we don't even have our entrees. So we don't know what's wrong with our food. So, again, it's just like, what is the attitude for? Why? You got an attitude for what? So, she said, well, I'll see what I can do and I'll come back to the table. She leaves. Okay, fine, whatever. So now the food started coming out. Mind you, that's strike number 2. So the food started coming out. And at this point, like I said, we done told them, just put it in the to-go box. We could just take it to go. So even though we're getting to put it in the to-go box, we still checking it to make sure it's right. So, my husband the only one that had them to bring his food out on the plate. Because his food was supposed to come out on that little sizzling skillet. He got the new, hold on. He got that new cheeseburger thing. Where the cheese is on the skillet and the hamburger is sliced in the middle and it's just set down on it. That's what he got. So, they brought his food out. And he's just like, this is not what I ordered. So the waitress, she was like, yes, it is. She said, that's what you told me you wanted. So I didn't say nothing. I let them go ahead and communicate. So he was like, nah, that's not what I ordered. I told you I wanted the sizzling, that little plate with the new item with the cheeseburger and the cheese and all that kind of stuff. I want to try that. Well, then she's like, well, that's not what you told me you wanted. So now I have to chime in. I said, well, that is what he told you he wanted. I said, because I explained to you what he wanted. I said, he told you he wanted that entree, but instead of the beef burger, he wanted the Impossible Burger in place of that beef burger. I said, so I don't know where it went wrong, but I said, and actually we pointed to the picture to show you that that's what we wanted. So she was like, well, no, that doesn't, that's not what was said because it don't come that way. You can't get the Impossible Burger that way. And then you got loud. And you got loud. You know how when people get loud in a restaurant, it get quiet? So that's what happened. So she say, well, it don't come that way. So I would have never told you that, yeah, that's what you're going to get. I said, well, then she said, well, even with that, it would have been an upcharge. And I was like, I don't care about no upcharge. You saying an upcharge like it's a problem with the money. It's not. I said, the problem is what he asked for and what he got is two different things. We showed you exactly what he wanted. I explained to you he wanted the Impossible Burger in place of the beef burger. You said, okay, you wrote that shit down on the paper, and then you go ahead, went in the back and ordered it. Now, what you brought out was what you wanted to bring out. That's not what was ordered. So she was like, well, that is what was. I was like, no, it's not. That's not what was ordered. I said, so I don't know what you wrote down, but I know what we explained to you is what we wanted to order. So she, but it's like, you got a, what you now, why you got an attitude? You got an attitude because you took the order wrong? Excuse me. And I'm like, look, at this point, I don't even want this food. I don't even want to be in here at this point because it's bullshit. Because it's like, you and your manager, y'all need to go back home and restart, because what's the attitude for? You got an attitude because you did the order wrong. She got an attitude because the fryer don't work and she set us by a shitty bathroom. I don't understand. Why y'all got attitudes? We should have the attitude. We should be the one mad. But as soon as somebody say something to you about the order is wrong, I'm going to insert a picture of what he got versus what he ordered. I'm going to put it in here somewhere. I just got to remind myself to do it. But, you know, my mind be all over the place. But I'm going to put it in here. And I'm just like, ma'am, that is completely not what he ordered. But she had a whole attitude. Well, no, it would have been an upcharge. Nobody cared about no upcharge. If you bringing me what I ordered, we're going to pay the upcharge because that's what we ordered. But bring out what we ordered. Don't just bring out what the hell you want to bring out. So, I said all this to say, Applebee's, Largo, Maryland, manager, district manager, whoever, come get your store. I don't know who y'all hiring, what y'all got going on over there, but it's always a problem at that restaurant all the time. I know I can't be the only one that always have a problem there, but it's always something going on at that restaurant all the time. So, I don't know if y'all need to do some retraining. After y'all get that plumbing fixed, after y'all buy a new fryer or whatever it is that you need to do with the fryer, y'all need to get it together. Because at this point, I'm never going back to that Applebee's. And I'm going to tell everybody I know, don't go to the Applebee's in Largo. Because, let's see, the wait staff, sometimes they groomed, sometimes they not. They got an attitude. The manager had an attitude for whatever wherever she had the attitude. And it smelled like poop. Because now they're having some kind of plumbing issue. Beware of the Applebee's in Largo, Maryland. And go at your own risk. You've been warned. Like I said, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why they got... And I still don't know why y'all got attitudes. For what? Do y'all got an attitude because your fryer broke? Well, I'm sure it's somebody that's supposed to maintain those types of things at restaurants. Why you got an attitude with us? Make that make sense. I don't know. But don't got nothing to do with me. So, anyway. I'm about done with this. But, again, beware of the Applebee's in Largo, Maryland. You've been warned. All right. Well, I guess I will see you all in the next video. All right, y'all. Oh, hi. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know if y'all have been through something like that at restaurants. Because, like I said, it can't just be me. it can't just be that I'm the only person that got a problem with people at restaurants, with waiters and waitresses. But again, I'm not gonna go back into it. Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodles.